this is Rocky Lovato. He is my Equicizer, and today we're going to use Rocky for the East Hill Farm Adult Camp, and the gals that are here are going to have their first try on Rocky, and we're going to go over some position work and some mobility work, and we're going to incorporate some of the buzzwords from my new program, Program Your Position, so that the gals can then practice on Rocky their newfound positions and their images, and then take that onto their own horse. So who wants to go first, gals?
Sure.
Come right over.
All right. Good for you, Cindy.
Okay, you can just climb aboard.
Can I step on the other side?
Okay, it's pretty comfortable. What we're going to do today is without the saddle.
Yep.
And you can put your own saddle on him with a girth. He's actually a little easier to move without the saddle, so you kind of get used to moving without it. And then we'll go ahead later on in the week and use it with your saddle so you can feel how your seat is moving within the tack. So do you feel like you're in the middle of him there?
I think so. Okay. I've been dying to ride bareback. So.
We're going to go first without the reins. Okay. Now the first thing that we want to do is we want to see whether or not she's aligned in the proper vertical channel. Okay, so we need to have a couple of plumb lines. We have ear, shoulder, hip, heel, and you can see that she's got her lower leg a little too far forward, so we want to bring the heel back till you feel it a little bit over under your hip. Can you feel that? And then lift your toe as if you're on your horse. Now, just by nature, you like to have your foot forward, right? So when you feel that coming back, can you tell me where you feel that stretch? Or does it not stretch you yet?
No, it's in my calves.
In your calves.
So I want to
lengthen
those thighs. Right?
You want to lengthen the thigh. You put your hands in riding position so we can look at your hip angle here. Okay? When you're sitting on the horse, your seat is everything from your hip to all the adhesion down to the knee. And we want this thigh to be very straight and very open so that your hip and your pelvis has as much mobility as possible. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of different positions, correct and incorrect, so you can differentiate between the two of them. Right now, you're sitting very nicely in the channel, and if you could imagine her seat bones, they're straight down. Can you feel that they're pointing straight down onto him? Now, I'm going to call this neutral. Okay, your pelvis is in neutral. Now, I want you to really arch your back like a gymnast and tip way forward. Okay, so this is also a really common riding position that is incorrect. You can see that her seat bones would be pointing this way, back towards the back of the horse. And if the seat bones are pointing towards the back of the horse, then you don't have your seat as a driving impulsion forward. So we're going to call this, if you had a bucket inside your pelvis, water would be spilling out the front of the bucket. Okay? Now put yourself back to neutral. Good. Now I want you to do the opposite. I want you to roll too far under just your pelvis so that you roll back. And now this is also a very common riding mistake where you're behind the motion. And now you can feel like the water's spilling out the back of the bucket. And in those two incorrect positions, it feels more restricted, doesn't it? Just you're like holding yourself there, and it would be very hard to follow. All right, so back to neutral. Because when we're talking about your position, you really need to start with your core, with your seat. So we really want to focus on whether or not you're in neutral. Okay? So I want you to do a couple of little things for me first before we move him. Take your hands out to the side. Okay? And just do a rotation left and right and see which one feels easier to you. Yeah, which one feels easier? That one looks easier to me than the right one. How do you feel?
I'm having a shoulder blade problem.
Shoulder blade problem here? Okay. Alright. When you do that, can you tell me when you move your arms left and right, which seat bones is easier to stay in the saddle? I agree. Yep, I would agree too. So what she's saying is that when she turns left, she feels more on the left seat bone, and then when she turns right, they're more even. So what that tells me is she's more independent with her seat when you're flexing to the right. Okay, you're a little more flexible to the right, so you're able to keep both seat bones down equally and turn. You're good in this direction, but when you go to the left, your hip comes up. So we'll do some stretching exercises to fix that a little later. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get him moving with your pelvis. So you're just going to put your hands out in front of you, and you're going to rock your hip as if you're walking the horse.
Oh, I'm doing the
You're going to make him move.
I thought it was electronic.
No, you have to do it. That's the beautiful thing about Rocky is that if you move correctly, he's going to move. Okay? So put your hips a little more forward in riding position. And you can see he's moving some. He's not moving a whole lot. I'm going to give you a little help, and I'm going to show you how much you can really move. There you go. Okay, so let's keep that going. And when you're walking and you're cantering, I want you to stretch up here. Pretend you've got a slinky along in your torso. You're going to stretch your ribs apart, lift your sternum, and make all that movement come from, you can see how her pelvis goes, open to neutral. Can you see that? Open to neutral. If the pelvis is moving, the shoulders won't. Now you're starting to get a little bit into the shoulder movement, so reach your ribs up. That's right. All right, so this is a little bit like walk, okay? Walk or canter. And you can see what her arms want to do is kind of be a little bit frozen here. So think like you're going to follow along just like you're following in the walk. That's right. And you can see right now how her hand's kind of going up instead of forward. We're going to work
Common
on
problem for me.
Common problem, okay? So this is interesting because just by nature, you kind of want to go up with him, and we're going to teach you how to go with him in the contact. All right? So I want you to pick up the reins. Okay? Now, the goal with our contact with our horses is that you have a steady receiving contact so that there's not loose, tight, loose, tight, loose, tight, or too tight or empty. There should good contact, and soft contact doesn't mean a loop in the rein. And the neat thing about Rocky is that once you get going, you're going to experiment with stiffening your arms and then following your arms. And what's going to happen is if you don't follow with him equally, he won't go. Because his head is attached to his body underneath here with some rollers. So if you stiffen against him, your seat won't be able to make him go. And it's just like what we do on our horses when we are kicking and using our seat saying go, but the reins are actually saying don't go, and then you have a conflict of aids. All right, so ask him to move. Really use your hip. And allow your arm to be part of his mouth. Just close your hand on the reins like you're holding the baby birds. You don't want them to fly away, but you don't want to kill them. And you allow your arm to be part of the contact. That's better. Now I want you to stiffen and hold and try to keep him moving. You see how hard it is to keep him moving? Yes. It's exactly how it feels when you stiffen or your horse stiffens in the bridle. So you've got to be able to move your arm and move your pelvis with the identical movement of the seat. I'm going to give you a little more help. Okay, more like the canter. And you can feel how you want to be able to really keep pushing with your seat or following with your seat, and a little more jockey arms. Okay, a little more like you're going to follow that, like you have two sticks and you're going to press his head and neck forward and back. Yeah, like that. Okay, so it's actually more of a workout than you'd imagine, huh? Oh, yeah.
Especially the thighs.
Oh, yeah. All right, we'll just take a little break then, and let's look at how she is from behind.